In this lesson, we will learn more about recursion. So let us look at this problem. Given a string str, remove all x in the string. So we want to remove all the occurrence of the lowercase x in the string. So we want to define this function remx, which say if it's given the parameter xy x7 as input, will return y7. So which is removing all the x. So let us see how we will solve this problem recursively. So here we have defined the function remx, and let's check the two rules for recursion. First, it should be calling the same function. So is it calling remx? Yes, we can see it's calling remx. The second is there should be a condition where it is not calling itself. Is it there? Yes. So if len is equal to 0, it is returning an empty string. So it is not calling the function. So both the conditions are satisfied. Let's just try and understand the code, what is happening here, and then we will do a dry run. So we first calculating the length of the string, and if the length is 0, means it's an empty string, we just return an empty string. So that is our base condition. Then what are we doing? We are taking out the character at the 0th index, and we are checking whether it is x. If it is x, then we are saying we will find the remaining remx of the remaining string, which is s1. So s1 is substring with the first character removed. And if it is not an x, what are we saying? We will return ch plus remx s1. So we will calculate the remx of s1 and we'll concatenate ch to it. So logically it seems right. Let us just do a dry run. So here we are calling string s2 is equal to remx with the parameters x, y, x7. Now when we call it, what will happen? This will get called. So what are the values we are getting? We will get str is equal to x, y, x7. Then len will be equal to 4. Then what do we get? ch will be equal to x, and s1 will be equal to the remaining string, which will be the substring, which will be y, x7. Okay, so we are calculating substring s1. Now we are doing if ch is equal to x. Is ch is equal to x? Yes, ch is equal to x, so it will return. So here this will return remx of s1, which is y, x7. So this is what this will return. So which means we need to now call remx of y, x7. Now when we call remx of y, x7, now what is str? str is equal to y, x7. What will be len? Len will be the length of the string, which is 3. What will ch be? Ch we know is str.char@0. So ch will now be equal to y. And s1, which is we calculating the substring, will be equal to x7. Now we will reach here. If ch is equal to x, what is the value of ch? It is y. So this is not equal to x, hence it will go into the else. What are we saying? Return ch plus remx s1. So this will return ch, which is y, plus remx of s1, which is x7. This is what it will return, which means we will now need to call remx of x7. Now when we call remx of x7, what is str? str will be equal to x7. Now what will be len? Len is str.length, so len will be equal to 2. ch is the char@0, which will be equal to x, and s1 is str.substring 1, so s1 will be now equal to the string 7. Now we will check again here. If ch is equal to x, what is the value of ch? It's x, so this is true. So it will now return remx s1. So this will return remx of S1. S1 is the string 7, which means we will now call remx of 7. Now when we call remx of 7, what is str? Str will be equal to the string 7, len will be equal to 1, ch which is caret 0 is 7, and s1 will now be an empty string. Now we will check here again if ch is equal to x. Ch is 7, so it is not equal to x, which means it will go to else. And what will it say to else? Return ch plus remx1. So this will return ch, which is 7, plus remx of s1, s1 being the empty string. So this will call remx of the empty string. So here str will now be equal to empty string. What will be len? Len will be equal to 0. Now we are checking if len is equal to 0, which means this condition will now be true. So remx, so this will now return an empty string. So we get return an empty string. Now when it returns an empty string, we have gotten this return value. So what will this become? So this will become 7 plus empty string. So this will return the string 7. So now once we have gotten the return 7, here this will just return remx of what we had called here. So here we will get a return value of 7. Now once remx x7 has returned, this is returned. So which means we have got the return value here, which is 7. So this will now be equal to y and plus the return value which we got, which was the string 7. So this will now return y7. Now once this has returned, it will come here and this is equal to, it will return remx7, remx yx7, remx yx7 has returned y7. So this will return y7 and our function has returned. So string s2, which will be remx, which we had called xy x7, has now returned y7. So here we have used recursion to solve this problem. Okay.